Hello, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. We are here live at Turner Fenton Park on Tuesday. A good evening match, a match between Fusion Next and Chargers CC in the first division. Fusion Next are batting 29 for 2, and we are catching them up in the middle of the fifth over. So Brampton Super League presented by Crispy as well as Quetta Gladiators. Pratik is the bowler coming in to bowl the third ball. Full ball again and played right up in the air over mid-on, and it's gone all the way for 6 runs. No chance for the fielder out there in the deep, and quite comfortably clears the boundary. So with that 6 now, and Fusion Next are 35 for 2. They've lost 2 wickets in this power play. However, the run rate is still just under 8 runs and over. And they still have 1 more over after this to utilize on the power play. Pratik comes back in. And forward ball, short and wide, but plays straight to short cover. With the back foot. Mohammad Salman's on strike. He's been batting quite well. I think a couple of weeks ago he made a century for his team, so hoping to carry on that form and performance. And short and wide, straight to the fielder, no run. So a little bit better bowling now, just not giving him too much on the front foot. Mohammad Salman is quite strong, playing off the front foot. So the bowler has adjusted his length. Comes in again to bowl the last ball. Bowler comes down the track. Fielder, batsman unfortunately misses it. Attempted run out stumping from the keeper, but the batsman managed to reach back in time. And at the end of the 5th over, Fusion Next 35 for 2. So Salman is on coming into the strike, into the attack as a bowler. And Usman Haider is on strike for Fusion Next. Chargers will be hoping to try to get another wicket or 2 here if they can, and put to Fusion on the back foot. Salman comes in, starts off on the body line, glance towards fine leg, and they come quite comfortably back for 2 runs. Bit of sloppy fielding there in the deep. Fielder was unable to collect the ball on the first try, and that gave the batsman to come back quite comfortably for 2 runs. Again, on the pads, a P from LBW, umpire not interested, and a leg bye is given. And that will bring in Mohammad Salman on strike. A little bit of a field placement going on. Someone comes into ball, third ball, shot wide outside off stump, a swing and a miss by the batsman. And, no runs. Four ball again, way outside off stump, possibly easy wide given by the umpire. Almost a possibility of a no ball. It seemed like the ball almost pitched outside of the playing wicket area. So the last ball of the 6, played through a mid-wicket area. Fielder chasing it down. Doesn't seem like it's going to go all the way, is it? But in the end, the ball had enough legs to reach the boundary and to end the power play with the boundary. So at the end of the 6th over and the end of the power play, Fusion next are 45 for 2. So Yash Patter comes on the attack straight away. Good ball, but the batsman played quite nicely through the point area. Managed to get a single. So Yash Patter is bowling the attack. So far, Fusion's run rate of 7.46. Full ball. Played straight towards deep long on for a single. And it seems like Fusion Next are keeping their run rate right now, targeting 8 runs and over. They've lost 2 wickets. So charges have been a bit of a 50-50 in the power play. Nice shot played, but straight to the fielder in the deep backward square leg. There was a chance for a catch, and unfortunately, fielder dropped it. And an easy single in the end, but a chance goes down for charges. It's the dot ball. So it seems like the spinner has slowed down the run rate slightly. This one a bit more width given and played straight towards deep long off. In the deep there for a single. And another misfield of an overthrow. And the batsman managed to come back for 2 runs. So far no boundary in this over. Chance went down in the deep backward square leg. Just a swing and a miss there by the batsman to end the 7th over. And after 7 overs, Fusion next are 50 for 2. Run rate of 7.14. They should be targeting and looking forward probably to up their run rate. They have wickets in hands. So in this ground, you're looking close to 180 at least. So it's about 9 runs and over. So if they can keep these wickets in hand and build this partnership, so far partnership between Mohammad Salman and Usman Haider is 29 after 30 deliveries. So Salman Raja comes back in. An edge, but the keeper was unable to get to it. And it's gone all the way for 4 runs. No fielder in the deep behind the keeper. So a nice ball played, beaten by the batsman, an edge, but the keeper was unable to reach at it. It was quite far from him. A little bit of a late reaction and possibly a big dive was needed by the keeper if any chance of getting that. But nonetheless, it was a difficult chance. Just a single of the second delivery. So Salman Raja coming to bowl the 3rd ball. Batsman trying to give himself a bit of room and play over cover area, but unfortunately was unable to utilize it. And just a dot ball. Standing in very much of an open stance. And very wide outside our stump and comfortably wide given by the umpire. Just played over the infield, over short cover, and batsmen come back quite comfortably for 2. There's a fielder down out there in the deep long off. So now going to bowl the 5th ball. Batsman comes out the crease. But not quite connecting it, and just a dot ball. Probably trying to get underneath the ball, but it was well bowled. I think the bowler saw the batsman coming out of his crease, adjusted his length. And wide ball, this one played over the infield. There's a feeler out there at the deep cover area. Just one bounce, and managed to stop the boundary. Just a single, and that's the end of the 8th over. And Fusion next, 58 for 2. Just seven runs came of that over. Keeping roughly their run rate of 7.25. They'll be definitely looking to up their run rate in the near overs, the next few overs, but still a lot of overs to go. 12 overs, they have wickets in hands, so it's a time to bring up the run rate if they can. Yash comes in to bowl and start the 9th over. A reverse pull or reverse sweep attempt straight onto the pads. Half-hearted appeal from LBW, but umpire was not interested. And no out was given. Again, for caught behind, and this time the umpire has given the finger. So Muhammad Salman's innings comes to an end. There was a bit of a delay decision by the umpire, but at the end so Fusion next are now 58 for 3 in 8.2 overs. Probably Fusion will be disappointing losing Muhammad Salman at the wrong time as they were looking to start to get on with their runs, but a very important and vital wicket for Chargers CC to bring them back into this game with a very important wicket of Muhammad Salman. So the new batsman now is Uzair Kaser coming on strike. So Fusion next are so far 4th in the table of the standings. So they still have quite a few games in hand. With 7. And they won 5 and lost 2. So while Chargers CC their season hasn't gone as to plan as they would like. They are second, bottom, 7th in the on their table. They've played 8 games. They've only won 1, so they'll be looking to increase that tally today if they can, and a very important match for them if they can beat Fusion next. And Fusion are in the top 4 of the tables at the moment. At the same time, Fusion next will be, they have quite a few games in hand. 3 games in hand to be exact, compared to Belvoir, who are on top of the division. So they will be looking, and they're still about 20 points behind. So if they can get a couple of victories, Fusion next back to back, they will be definitely be fighting for that top position. So Yash coming in to bowl the last ball of the 9th over. Full, but wide-ish delivery. Umpire didn't in the end give a wide signal. So dot ball to end the 9th over. And Fusion next are 62 for 3. It seems like we have a bowler change. Abdullah Muhammad coming on to a strike, first time this evening. 4 ball, nicely played off the front foot. A sluggish sweep between deep mid wicket and backward square leg. And in the end, they went comfortably for 4 runs. What a shot there. And a very much needed boundary for Fusion next. So, good start there for Fusion, the 10th over. Looking for 2 runs, but there's a fielder there at the deep extra cover, managed to cut that off and restrict Fusion just to a single. And that brings in Uzair Kaiser on strike again. Playing right, but just glass it down towards fine leg area for an easy single. Nobody in the circle at fine leg, so the keeper had to go and grab that delivery. The power play is over. Short, a bit of wide ball, short and wide, but played nicely at backward point, but the fielder managed to stop that and just restricted to a dot ball there. Small header again. Yes, a single. Seems to be a dot ball to end the 10th over. So we are halfway through the first innings. And Fusion next. They've slowed down slightly, but they are 69 for 3. And the run rate had just dropped down just below 7. And there's 6.9 runs and over.
लाइटा नहीं है
So at the end of the 15th over, Fusion Next are 101 for 4 now. It was a good over there for Fusion Next. Important 6 came in that over, so about 11 runs. Better over for them. Their run rate has fallen a little bit behind, under 7 right now. They'll be looking to fully optimize the next 5 overs if they can. We do have some extra spectators today on the field. The local Canadian Goose or Loonies are on the field as well, cleaning up. So a little bit of distraction for the fielders. But yeah, the spectators are definitely holding on to their grounds and doing some important grounds work. So Abdullah coming in to start the 16th over. And straight away, beautiful shot played behind, backward square leg. And no chance for the fielder there in the deep. And a comfortable 4 runs to start the 16th over. So this is the last few death overs where Fusion Next needs to really optimize on top of charges if they want to get a nice, good, competitive score. You know, at this ground you need at least 160 and up to be competitive. Oh, straight to the fielder, to the bowler, and it was a half chance for a catch. Got his hand to it, but it was hit quite hard. Was unable to hold on to it. Again, a big swing and a miss by the batsman. Better ball, just pushing it outside the off stump, making the batsman stretch there. Full ball again. This one swept away straight to the fielder and deep mid wicket, but another drop. It was a catch that should have been taken. It was not that difficult for the field in the deep. It was straight to him. Unfortunately, for Chargers CC, the misery continues with their drop catches this evening. And another catch goes down. A good shot play there, and right over backward square leg again. Deep field was trying to get to it. 1 bounce and 4 runs. So at the end of the 16th over now, Fusion Next are 112 for 4. Much better over there from Fusion Next. A couple of boundaries coming in that over, and has increased their run rate up slightly. Now exactly at 7 runs and over. So at this stage they'll be looking close to 140. If they can start to get another 1 or 2 overs in that are a bit high scoring, and straight away start this over. Played straight towards deep square, so deep mid wicket. there's a fielder there, got his hand to it, but tipped it over the boundary for 6 runs. So fielders in the deep are not having their day or evening tonight. It's nothing, they haven't been holding on to their catches. Unfortunately, Chargers have put down quite a handful of catches, but given Muhammad Salman that opportunity to score more runs. So Harshad comes on strike now. We're facing the 3rd ball of the 17th over. And yeah, if Chargers did hold on to the catches, you know, it's hard to say what Fusion would have had by now. Possibly, you know, especially with Muhammad Salman, who's on 44, he's been dropped a few times, and you know that might bite them back. This one straight up in the air. There's a fielder coming to it, but unable to judge the height and the ball, and in the end, drops short of the fielder. Another catch that should have been taken. It wasn't that far from the fielder, but it seemed like the fielder completely misjudged the height and the distance, and in the end didn't get anywhere close to catching the ball. So another disappointing result for the bowler, and they managed to get a quick single. Of that delivery, and there's 2 deliveries to go in this 17th over. Played nicely towards deep point. Chance for an overthrow, but in the end the batsman opted out. Just a single. Brings in Muhammad Salman on strike, who's batted quite well for 45 or 34 deliveries, even though he's been dropped a couple of times, but he's taken advantage of that. Great shot, and this one is played over cow corner area. There was a fielder out there, but no chance for him as it comfortably cleared the boundary for 6 runs. And another important over there for Fusion next to help bring their run rate up. And they are at 7.6 an over now. 129 for 4. But 19 runs came of that last over, so very expensive over from Chargers' perspective, but a very much needed over for Fusion next. 18 coming off the last over on the 17th, so 3 more overs to go, and seems like Fusion next are quite close to the target, maybe possibly to at least 160 and up. Trying to scoop it, and was there a chance for a keeper to catch there? No, umpire said it was a leg by, so no bat was involved. And that brings up 130 in 17.1 overs for Fusion next. Kashif Dosani is bowling his 3rd over. Bowled pretty well. He's taken 2 wickets, 2 for 9 so far. Being probably one of the best bowlers. Nice sweep shot play there by Salman. Down to fine leg, no fielder in the deep. Couple of bounces, and 4 runs. So just coming across quite nicely and played a beautiful sweep shot towards fine leg for 4 runs. And Fusion next definitely upping their batting here. They've increased their run rate as well as getting some good boundaries when it's needed. Unfortunately, this one was just batsman out his crease, but it's a swing and a miss in the end. Kashyap comes back in. Another swing and a miss by the batsman. No, it's a small edge. And the umpire has given it out. So a wild swing by Mohammad Salman, and his innings comes to an end. 55 of 37 deliveries with 4 fours and 6 fours. So 4 fours and 4 sixes in his innings. He ended up making 55 of 37 deliveries. So a good contribution from Mohammad Salman Arshad for Fusion next. And the Chargers have finally sent him back to the pavilion. Comes in straight away, trying to go for a big shot, but completely misses it. Just a mild swing and a miss again. Saeed Abdullah Abbas, who's a new batsman on strike. And Kashyap coming to bowl the last ball of the over. A single, it seems to be, to end the 18th over, and that will bring Fusion next to 135 for 5 after 18 overs. And just 2 more overs to go. So far, Fusion next, the run rate currently is at 7.5. To keep this run rate, the projected score is 150. They'll be trying to increase that if they can. At the same time, Chargers will be looking to restrict them as low as possible. With a short ball outside off stump. Almost a whitish line and dot ball. So Pratik Bhatia comes in again, and this one played over covers, the fielder there, but just falls short of him. They managed to come back for 2 runs. Not quite reaching to the fielder, so in the end he had to grab the ball on the bounce. Then short and wide. This time the umpire signals it a wide delivery. Signal the bowler Pratik just losing his length there. It was like a bit too wide, plus wide was given. The idea is right, they've got fielders out there in the deep extra cover. Should be targeting a little bit more fuller ball. This one right up almost in the block hole area, but played quite nicely down the ground towards deep long off, and they come back for 2 runs. So far only 3 runs coming of this over. So with 5 now. And straight ball, and the batsman was trying to play a scoop shot. Completely got bamboozled and gets clean bowled out. So a great wicket there for Pratik Bhatia. And the middle, just hitting the top of middle stump, getting clean bowled. And that's the end of Saeed Abdullah Abbas. Short-lived innings. And now Fusion next are 140 for 6. So just 2 deliveries left for this for the 19th over. Just a single inside edge there, but it's good over from Chargers' perspective. Only 5 runs, 6 runs now in this over. So no boundaries, which is very vital at this stage. And if they can restrict them below 160, will give them more of a comfortable chance of chasing this target. The 4 ball again. Batsman come back for 2 in the end, quite comfortably. Oh, there's a misfield and overthrows, and batsmen taking full advantage of that. And they've managed to get 2 overthrow runs. So in the end, 4 runs. So not the greatest way to end the 19th over from Chargers. But those 2 overthrows ended up making 4 runs in the last delivery. And that brings him Fusion next to 145 for 6. And we are on to start the last over of the innings. Will Fusion next be able to reach the 160? Or are Chargers CC going to restrict him to a lower score? Maybe possibly below or around 150 if they can. Actually, we have new batsmen out here, Harshit and Anish. They haven't really been out on the crease for as long. Harshit is the one who's faced these 8 deliveries. Straight to the bowler, and a comfortable catch in the end by the bowler. Beautiful cotton ball to start the last over. The bowler made it look quite easy than it was. And heads up to the bowler. Coming through his follow through, it's never that easy to judge it. It was hit quite hard. Straight back at him. But the bowler kept his eye on the ball and managed to hold on to that catch. So a good start from Kashif to start the last over, and adds another wicket to his tally. He's bowled quite beautifully today. His figures are proving that. In just 3.1 overs, he's taken 4 wickets for 14 runs. So very much disciplined bowling from him. Nisha Malik is the new batsman on strike now. Full ball again, it's going straight up in the air. Fielders trying to come to it from long on. And unable to catch that delivery. Another drop for Chargers CC. Their misery continues. Seems like none of the fielders are able to catch any deliveries out here in the field. He did run from quite far, but at that stage you should be able to hold on to that. That would have been the 5th wicket for Kashif, and he'd be a little bit gutted that his fielder didn't really support him in that sense. But it hasn't been the evening for the fielders out here in the deep. Been quite a handful of drop catches, unfortunately, from Chargers CC perspective. But Fusion next will not be complaining about that one. Kashif coming around the wicket now, ball the 4th ball. Full toss, beautifully slapped right through mid-wicket, no fielder out the deep, and 4 runs. So a ball got punished what it deserved. Wasn't the greatest delivery, a full toss, and the batsman took full advantage of that. So thank you very much. 4 runs. So Kashif can come back with a reply. Better delivery, full. But no, the umpire has given a wide. It was a good full length, almost targeting a white line. So I'm trying to force the batsman to play towards covers. Too much wide. Trying to play a perfect reverse shot over fine leg for 4 runs. Very well watched by the batsman, good creativity, and watched the ball quite nicely onto the bat, and 4 runs for Harshit Shabarwali. So last ball of the innings. Full ball, and there's a fielder out there in deep mid-wicket, but no chance for him. And the innings come to a close with a 6. And like we were saying, they've reached that 160 mark, 163, 12 runs off that over. So Fusion next, they complete their innings at 163 for 7, a run rate of 8.15. So we'll come back shortly after a break and see how Chargers CC get on to try to chase down this target. And we're going to take a short break, and we'll be back shortly.
I'm good. Boleh jauh ni, ini satu. इधर इधर वो ए भी रोक रहा है भाई गुड बॉल वो मेरा है पिक्चर मेरा है
कोई नहीं है, शाबाश नहीं रोकनी है यार, फील्डिंग है भाई, फील्डिंग है जुबैर, एक रन बचाया तुमने, बहुत अच्छे।
So we're back here live at Turner Fenton Park, where Chargers CC have not really started as great for their chase. 31 for 4 right now. And they're chasing down 163. So 164 to win is the target. Unfortunately for them, the Chargers CC, their power play hasn't gone anywhere to their plan. They've lost 4 wickets. And right now, the current run rate is 4.65. And they need a 9.98 runs and over from here in order to chase down this score. Fusion Next have definitely bowled really well and utilized the power play to their advantage. Yusha Malik is to come and finish his second over. And the 7th over of the innings. Complete on the pad, appeal for LBW. Says going down leg side and ends up being an overthrow for a single. And a lot of things happened in the last ball of that over. In the end, it was just a leg bye. So at the end of the 7th over, Chargers CC are so far 33 for 4. So Bhupinderjeet Singh is coming back on the attack. He's the one, he's bowled, he's taken 2 wickets in his first over. So it was a great start for him. Just 1 over, 2 wickets for just 2 runs. Comes in to start the 8th over. And right on the dot. Perfect line and length outside off stump. It's a dot ball to Saman Raja, and Shoaib Ghani are on the crease, and it's important for them to try to push this innings maybe near to the end if they want to get close to chasing this target. We'll bowl this one, play towards mid-on just for a single. Comes in this play very nicely timed, but straight to the fielder at the deep cover, and just a single. It was hit very nicely and cleanly, but the fielder there stopping a boundary. So just a single. Comes in to bowl the 4th ball of the over. One in the air, and just falling in actually no man's land behind backward point area. Deep extra cover comes across and collects that ball. And the batsmen end up getting 2 runs. Coming 5th ball about nicely pulled away. Fielder's chasing down at square leg. Managed to cut it off. Didn't go all the way to the boundary. So they managed to get another couple of runs. So So far, the Chargers CC looking a bit in trouble here. 39 for 4. They require 10.27. Last ball of the over. Slow delivery, a bit too wide, and the umpire signals it a wide delivery. Also joining me in the commentary again tonight is one of my good friend, Sajjad.
Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum, Sajjad. Welcome.
How are you? How's everybody watching the game? I hope you're all having a good evening. I had a few things to take care of, so I'm a bit late, but Irfan is carrying the ship. I enjoy Irfan by his commentary. I enjoy everything about him. And recently we also had a good cricket game at the police ground, so we are friends off the field. On the field, we are rivals.
Yeah, a couple of weeks ago, eh? Got a bit feisty near the end there, eh?
Yeah,
I'm your captain.
I was hiding at that time.
I know you were hiding because you know I was correct.
So we're looking at he's trying to play it on the onside. Looks like they're going to look for the overthrow, and they're going to get it. So 41 for 4 in the 8th over. The run rate is 5.25. So the current run rate is 45 for 4. They need, what's the equation? 119 in 11.5 overs. Well, they need to establish a partnership here in order to continue this chase. One of the things that has changed is with the heat, unless you have an irrigation system, the outfields have dried up and the ball is going faster to the boundaries. Although it doesn't look like it's dried up here, it looks like they do have irrigation here.
I think we finally got some green this season. I think they had some issue with the sprinklers earlier.
Oh, okay.
So since you were here last time, so in the last couple of weeks, about 3 weeks, we started to get more greenery back in. But remember, this was a fresh grass that was put in, right?
That is true.
So it will take a little bit of time. I think now it's finally getting its structure better now.
I also think that once it goes through a winter, I know we're talking about next season.
Yes.
Once it goes through a winter, it does help in establishing the turf as well.
Yes. Yeah, I think it'll get more harder and possibly more compacted, right?
So we had a conversation the other day. I was talking about how I like to watch at the international level several teams. How do you feel about the results of the England-India series?
What are you trying to implement something on me? Well, it's okay. Like I always say, as an English Pakistani,
Yes, that's
I always look for England Pakistan match. But yeah, it was a bit of disappointing. But give due credit to India for fighting back and drawing the series.
well. I really appreciate how Siraj bowled at the end, but I think if Brook had stuck around a little longer, they would have pulled off the chase.
Yeah, I think England gave that game away in that sense. It seems like they don't go for draws anymore.
No, they don't believe in.
So is it either to win the series, win the match, or go out losing? But in the end, it was a great. I've been watching from the first test. I think it was a great test series. There was a lot of talk about Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma and all the ex-senior players, and how Shubman Gill and the new team will cope. And
They did pretty well.
yeah, I think they did excellent overall as a team. A lot of runs. I don't know if the groundsmen helped build the pitches to suit the batting more, but from both sides, it was something wonderful to watch, and you could see the crowds on all the test matches were basically sold out.
Now they do look at that it's got some good batting pitches, but the bowlers also got people out. Anyways, coming back to this game, looks like it's just over 10 overs left, 115 to get. They're gonna have to start to look for boundaries at some point. Shoaib has been there for a while. I think he's the one who's got to take charge.
Yeah, he's probably so far the only one who stayed in there. Charges, unfortunately, it hasn't been their day at all. Sajjad, another top edges. Actually managed to get a single there.
It looks like he's made it back.
Even while they were in the field, they had quite a few drop catches. I think somebody was telling me almost about 8 catches were dropped during their innings. So, and then the batting didn't really start the way that they wanted, But one of those days, unfortunately, for them. And
I heard earlier the Spartans were playing today.
yes, it was a very nail biter again between Nasser Ali and Spartans, and Nasser Ali was were unbeatable till this game. So this was their first loss.
Spartans is a storied franchise in GTA cricket.
Yes, that's true. Yeah, for many years, right, and in multiple leagues.
Yeah, and I think they're one of the teams that during my heyday in TND, there was always a good battle with them. I just recently played against one of their players. I guess still plays for them, Rudy Gibson.
Yes.
Yeah, we played in the Masters game the other day. He's a good friend of mine, but
The Caribbean.
yeah, but going back to when they were in their younger days, Spartans has always been a good side, and I understand they won the Elite or S9 championship recently as well in TND.
Oh, really? Yeah, last year, I guess.
I believe so, or in a recent season. So they're definitely one of the top clubs in the GTA, top franchises.
Yeah, no, they've known. I've been a bit out of touch of TND in the last year or so, but I remember when I first moved here. I think it was early. I think that's when Rudy was playing
in the 2000s.
Yeah. And mostly a lot of them were a lot of Caribbean team members, right? My friends. There's a lot of people who know me. I'm quite close. I have a lot of Caribbean cricket family around here.
I used to play with a lot of Caribbean guys, and people started thinking I was a West Indian as well. So since then, I've claimed the title of a fake Guyanese.
Yeah, I used to get that too. Especially when I'm playing against Indians, they try to swear.
Well, I remember the first time you played against me, I thought you were West Indian.
Yes.
A Guyanese or Trini, and I was totally shocked because I was strategizing against you in Urdu with somebody.
Yes.
And then you said, I heard everything.
Yeah, I said, don't worry, guys, I'm here. I can. We've had some good moments on the field.
One thing I'm enjoying is this ground looks like something from a fantasy or a magical movie, because of the air being affected. It has a very surreal look to it right now. The night is not as clear as it has been recently.
Yeah, maybe a little bit of the humid factor, is it? I'm not sure. But it seems not that humid. But
No,
in the air it does feel
I think
that
it's the smoke.
smokiness, right?
Yes, I think it's from the wildfires.
Yeah, we're putting a little bit back.
That's a good shot. I think that's a very necessary, very needed boundary there.
Yeah, nicely played there, and all the way to fine leg for 4 runs.
Shreb needs to hit a few more of those. See, at this stage, if they don't get a few good overs, the game is going to slip away from them. That's what it looks like.
Yeah, right now they're definitely on the back step. They're only 5 runs and over.
That's a nice shot into the
They
outfield.
require it's like 10 runs and over. So
Yeah, it's building.
so far
11.2.
is 11 now. Yeah, so the only man really seeming to carry them on or giving them any hope is Shoaib. So Shoaib Ghani, if he can keep on going, another big appeal.
He went for a big appeal. Not out. The umpire has said not out.
Do you think that was more of a strategic appeal?
Could be just to. I mean, it's always a win for a bowler when they beat you, and then when you add an appeal to it, it does have a bit of a psychological effect, and it's to pump up your own team. That look, we're creating chances.
Oh, you definitely have the right to appeal. I just find over the years where sometimes teams tend to over appeal unnecessarily on everything. But I remember I haven't really seen that in play, but I remember when we were playing in England, sometimes the umpires will start giving you warnings or penalty for unnecessary appeal.
All right. They don't want it. They don't want it to seem like you're acting in a way that makes you feel like you're abusing the opposition again. They wanted you to show some sportsman spirit.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. I thought there was a rule in the book. I think someone was telling me. I didn't know that. But I think it was me personally, who got the warning from the umpire. As a 16-year-old kid for over appealing for LBWs, I was appealing for everything. Every time I hit the pads. So he was just trying to tell me, young lad, just take it easy.
I think that's also because the cricketing culture of England demands a certain level of decorum. Whereas in South Asia, we tend to just shoot from the hip.
Shoot from the hip.
When we're playing on the streets.
Yes, that's true. Yeah. Yeah, it's not very professional or sophisticated. If you
well, that's a good shot. Good fielding in the outfield. Now that's interesting that they're not trying to push for the second. I do think at some point, yes, you want to get a boundary in the over, but you're also going to try to have to push the doubles.
Well, the main guy, Shoaib, is on strike now.
Let's see what he can
possibly do. That's the idea.
He played some good shots in the last over.
Yeah.
Oh, he skied that one. He should be safe.
Coming across.
Oh, are they going to go for 2? Yeah, they should. Crossover. It was a difficult bounce for the fielder there.
Yeah, it's been a few of those. A couple of them early in the previous innings bounced over the fielder's arm for 4. And that was a different type of shot in the deep that happened. So yeah, that shows the ground is quite hard now.
It definitely what we were talking about earlier.
And
played onto the onside. It's in the gap. It should make it to the boundary, and it does. So this is what they need right now. They need 4s. They need good hitting.
Yes, yeah. I think it's basically now or never situation they're in. I know there's still 8 overs left, but if they want to give themselves a chance, this is probably they have to go from now on, right? And
I completely agree.
Full ball straight up in the air. Fielder comes across, unfortunately drops it right at mid-off.
Do you think he lost that in the lights? Because he looked like he had it covered really well.
I think just misjudgment. The keeper is very disappointed there with his body language. But yeah, I think he overran it a little bit. But yeah, well, only he can tell you the best thing from the angle he is. But
Oh, that looked like it was close to the stumps as it goes down towards the long leg region, fine leg region.
not going all the way to the ground.
So he has picked up some runs in this over. He got the boundary, he got a double. Well, he's got a couple of doubles, like I guess.
Yeah, now I think it's 10 runs of this over
Yes.
with that.
What he needs is a big over. If they can finish this with a 4 or a 6, this might be one of the over.
Yeah, they need a couple of overs at least for 15 runs and
I
over,
agree.
right?
That's what we're looking at. Because you need to get some boundaries here.
So Salman Raja on strike now.
Oh, there you go. You got one right there.
Yes, he's
That's
been
a
listening to you,
6.
Sajjad.
That is a good
And
6.
it's gone all the way out the park, over mid-wicket area, cow corner.
That was a good shot.
6 runs.
Picked up right from a length.
See? And a big swing.
A big swing, and I also felt like there's a bit of wrist work there as well, if you look at it closely.
Could have been a spectator catch there, but
Yeah, look at his wrists when he played the shot. See, there's a bit of wrist work there, and that really helps send it over the top. Let's see. That was one of the overs they were looking for. I'd say that was that a 15 or 16?
so far 16 now.
Yeah. Is the over not finished?
That is the end of, yes, that is the end of the 12th over. So the still required run rate is 11.
Right.
So,
They need a few of those overs though.
yes, they're not out of it yet. These guys stay in.
Beaten right there. That's all right. He knows which balls to take a risk on and which balls to play.
Everything the target tend to target the mid on it or leg side area.
Well, that's because the body mechanics of most human beings allows you to send it over the top the way the swing is.
But nobody really playing anything over covers.
No. But they might want to consider that to put some pressure on the bowlers.
I just find like more batsmen play with bottom hands. I think that's the reason.
That is true, and also, like I said, it's easier to hoik it over the boundary on the right side.
Yes. It's like a natural
Oh,
swing.
that was a nice shot.
Just when it's scooped away,
Yeah, should come back for 2.
it seemed like he'd been watching a bit of test match there by Joe Root.
Yeah, there was a bit of Joe Root there for sure.
This one is in the air. Fielder not really judging it that well. Coming backwards. And that in the end holds in front of him. A 49-run partnership now between these two.
They've definitely brought their team back into the game.
Yeah, definitely. I think Shoaib Ghani is the man to give credit to.
He's played some very good shots.
He's been hanging in there while watching all his teammates fall. You know, he was came as an opener.
Yeah, that puts a lot of pressure on you when you see everybody falling at the other end.
Yeah, nobody really got going and getting out on. And wickets were falling quite fast. I think 2-3 of them fell quite quickly.
Yep.
And in the power play, they were. So these guys have built some kind of partnership right now, giving themselves hope.
It looks like they're taking a break.
85 needed of 7 overs now. And run rate has gone up with this over at just over 12 runs and over. So Sajjad, maybe then you out there doing the run rate now?
I don't really know. It looks to me like
Last time I saw you batting quite well, actually. Hit
Yeah,
some big shots.
Yeah,
Sixes over the bowler's head.
Yeah, I had a good day, but one thing that I've noticed recently is in this heat. If I play too many games, my timing is gone. So I was fresh that day.
So it's not the heat, it's just the physical fitness nowadays. It's going to get tired, right?
Yeah, well, I've played 45 games this season. So
Wow, 45.
Yeah.
Wow.
So at some point, it's gonna come back
Yeah.
to haunt me at this age.
And what formats do you play mostly?
T10, T20, T30. I played 35 overs. I played 40 overs, 45 overs as well. So
that is a lot of cricket.
I've played a few 5-over games as well for the SEMA Mayor's Cup.
5 overs game?
Yeah, there's the SEMA Mayor's Cup. There are 5-over games.
Okay.
So I don't mind these singles to long on, but one of the problems, they're gonna start to face problems if they don't get boundaries every over, because once it gets to 15 and over, 16 and over, then it tends to be out of reach.
Yes, I think they know they need at least. If I was, you got to target at least 2 boundaries and over. Even if you don't hit 6, at least get 2 fours. Minimum needed. It's a tough task, I think. Still, you got to give Fusion. I think Fusion necks are more on the winning side at this stage.
They definitely the odds are in their favor. Oh, that's a big. He's tried a big hit, but it's gone straight in the air.
Is he gonna catch
Mid-wicket.
this time?
Yeah.
The fielder managed.
Mid-wicket takes the catch.
Yeah, this one the time the fielder judged it well, kept his eye on the ball, and quite comfortably in the end caught onto that ball. Yeah, it seems like the catches are always not being the best for both sides. Do you think that's due to the lights mainly,
I do think that a lot of players
or-
don't play under lights as often. I think that as these players get more experience playing in floodlights, because the floodlights here, I think they're really good at this facility. They're better than a few others that I've seen.
Yes.
I think they're pretty good.
I think compared to our east side,
Yes.
I think they have at least 4 rows, 4 rows, right? 3 rows.
Yes, they're pretty good. They're pretty good.
Of course, they're not at that international standard, but
No, but they're not
but for
bad.
club cricket level and
Yes, franchise cricket level.
you
it's
know, I
pretty
remember they used to send you these certain glasses for
good.
floodlights.
Yes.
I don't tend to see that anybody using them anymore.
No, well,
The yellow lenses.
yeah. I use them when I'm working indoors in darker buildings, and I think that some people should consider them. I do wear them when I'm umpiring in darker days when there's a lot of clouds, but I haven't used them for umpiring. So the batsman, he pulls. It's going to be at least 2.
So
It's going to be close. He makes it back for 2. It looks like the new batsman is Shakir.
yep, Shakir Rashid, the wicket keeper as well, and captain.
No, it's not just the fielding. The batting also. You do need to adjust your eyes. It's not the same as batting in the daylight.
Oh yeah, for sure. No, I've played quite a few now for the last few years now. I think for me it was trying to stay focused on, especially when you're batting, and of course the light. So you want to try to focus when the bowler is running in the area where he's going to be releasing the ball. So you tend to focus a little bit more easier. And I found that helped me pick the ball a little bit quicker. And in the fielding, it gets tricky sometimes when the ball goes up in the air. And right in the floodlights is where the problem is. So
Yeah, because the sun is only in one spot in the daytime, but you got floodlights in multiple directions.
yeah, we've got at least 4, most of the ground. So
And then you got lights in the background as well.
and compared to international grounds and stuff, they're not as high.
No.
So most of the time, when the ball goes up in the air, it's right in the
Yes.
trajectory of the actual lights.
Definitely.
So you definitely do get blinded. I have been. It's happened to me.
Oh, what a shot. Another one.
Cracking shot over mid cow corner again.
That's another 6.
And 6 runs there from Salman. I think that seems to be his favorite area.
He does have a nice flow to his bat when it's right there to be hit.
Comes in again.
This one is
straight up in the air, mid on coming. Unable to judge it properly.
He just completely misjudged it.
Seems like he's hurt his finger slightly. It was a running in chance.
I think he thought it was coming closer to him, but it was a good attempt nonetheless. The way I look at it is, this is not, if you're not a full-time cricket player, it's hard to, like, the fielding is one of the harder skills. And
Another
again,
4 runs there.
And again, to me, this the way this fielder approached it, I thought he was going to get under it, but it was just slightly off.
Yeah, it's difficult. I think as a fielder, the ball sometimes it's hard to judge. It's a little bit of a delay, I find, especially if you're deep fielding in the deep.
Yes.
To judge the trajectory. Our coaches used to tell us, that's why it's very important. It's been nighttime. To do high catches in the floodlights.
Yes.
To get used to it.
You need to practice it.
And I only see a few handful of teams doing that. Normally they're the ones who don't intend to drop catches.
Yes.
I think that is one of the main reasons. I think most of the old teams know that. I think players need to spend more time on fielding drills and catching. That will improve their overall team in the field. Right?
Definitely.
But to me, what I see, teams mostly are just focusing on just batting and bowling.
Right.
And that's why we tend to see quite a few more drop catches, certain misfields.
Yes.
And, players are not as motivated, seems to me.
I agree.
So I guess every team is different.
For sure.
And that's one of the most important aspects of the match of cricket is fielding.
So we're getting into the business end of the innings. 5 overs remaining.
65 runs needed.
Let's see who they bring on. They're switching ends.
Charges are 99 for 5 now, 15 overs. I think Saeed Abdullah Abbas is coming back home. He has 1 over left. Straight up in the air, and the keeper managed to catch on to that one.
It's a good catch by the keeper running back.
Salman there, he batted quite well. He had a few chances, but he doesn't drop any catches when they come to him, especially with gloves in hand. He should be able to take that and
keep his eyes on the ball.
And he showed that to the team. So the misery for Chargers continues. 99 for 6 now.
And both new batsmen at the crease. It's going to be really hard for them from this situation.
Can never say it's impossible. But,
no, but it's
definitely a bit far in the distance.
I agree. It's going to be a little bit hard for them now.
But Azir Abbas is the new batsman now. The run rate is 13.5 now. Required.
Well, once you get to the above 10, 11 over, if you don't get boundaries every over, it's going to start to climb up.
Yeah, that's true. And with no wickets in hands, now wide brings up the 100 now in the 16th over. So it has been even Fusion next. They weren't really fast scoring in the beginning. I have to say that. They held on to the wickets, and even though their batsmen had a few chances in the field, the drop catches, the last 5 overs is where they really got their runs going.
And that's where they made up.
Yeah. So
Having wickets in hand, you're able to do that, especially if you have the batters who are able to bat deep in the innings.
there's no really time to settle down here.
Oh, it's an under edge past the keeper. It's running away towards the boundary. It should be 4.
Another boundary, much needed, even inside edge. Batsman seems to have a bit of a classic bat there.
I really appreciate the camera. It looks like they're
That bat, I'm looking at that bat of the batsman. It's about. I have a very same model. He's
really?
about 15 years old. That bat is. CA 10,000, I believe. So,
does it have Inzamam's signature?
I think this is after Inzamam's time. But I remember it was Kumar Sangakkara's time. They were using them too. So I have the same bat, and I've scored quite a few runs with it over the years. It's one of my bats actually now that I have. But see if it works quite nice for him.
Beaten outside the off stump. Good ball. Looks to me like the game is under control by Fusion now.
Yeah, it's definitely seems now we are in the one-sided phase, and maybe Chargers are just trying to now finish off with as many runs as possible. But you never know. I think.
Well, at some point,
if you're out there batting, you'll be still going for the runs, but you got to go for just 6s and 4s now, rather than looking to get any dot balls,
or maybe they just want to put up as many runs as they can.
Yes,
because depending on where they end up at the end of the season, run rate might become an issue. Oh, it's in the air, should be out.
Another catch. This one comfortably taken. Yeah, unfortunately for Chargers, they are still near the bottom of the table, in the second last. So the season hasn't really gone well for them at all in that sense, but they still have quite a few games. They've only won 1 game so far out of the 8. So while at the time Fusion is looking good for them because they still have quite a few games in hand. The other teams have played 10 games and they've played 7. And this is the 8th game now, so they'll be climbing quite comfortably in 3rd position if they win this match, with still 2 games in hand. So if they win all the games in hand, they'll be right behind Belvoir, who's on top. They've only lost 1 game. So because Fusion, I think so far they've lost 2.
Belvoir has been one of the main teams this season.
Yeah, definitely in this their division. It's Division 1. I think a lot of teams have been surprised by them. But hats off to them. They come from quite far. A lot of teams that drive about 3 hours for this match, 2 to 3 hours. So I think that's why they're motivated to win.
They're probably taking time off from work to play these games.
Yeah, either that or I think I spoke to someone. I think they do very much night shifts and stuff.
Okay.
0-0. some Rashid always looking to be in the limelight here, either with the bat behind the stumps, keeping. Special request from him to the fielder saying to mention him. He always does the commentary as well with us from time to time. So
He's a very good wicket keeper for sure. I haven't seen him make any errors so far.
Double O is been quite good in behind the stumps. And as well with the bat, he just fell short of his half century.
That's a nice shot into the outfield. Good fielding, quick throw.
I think his contribution was quite a key thing to helping Fusion goal that target. I think Charger will be kicking themselves because he was dropped quite a few times. I'm not sure exactly how many, but early in his innings. But that's cricket.
Oh, flicked onto the onside. Should be caught. Good catch.
Another catch there by the fielder. For mid-wicket, and another wicket goes down. So that's 8 wickets, I believe. And the misery for Chargers continue. Be looking to end this game probably as soon as they can,
2 more wickets
and not
to
looking
go.
at the scoreboard as much as they can.
2 more wickets to go.
Still have 3 more overs after this.
They're in danger of not playing the full quota of overs.
But what will you be doing in this situation?
I just go for your shots.
Are you looking to
I don't want to play the full
bat
overs.
the overs through, or
No, go for your shots. Now, they might not win, but play your shots as if you can still win. Because, okay, today you're not.
an overthrow?
You might not win, but you're going to be in the situation again where you can win. So you want to be playing as if you can win everything.
I would say bat the overs, so at least, like you said, strategically you want to hit the runs, but don't get bowled out, because if it comes down, I know they're in a different position, but it comes down to net run rate, that could help you.
That's a good point as well.
So, unfortunately for Chargers, right at the bottom of the division, so it's a bit tough for them in that sense, but you could use that as a tactical strategy.
At this stage, if I was the Chargers, we're heading towards the final stretch of the regular season. Figure out what you need to do for the next season.
Yeah, I think it's probably they'll be looking to regroup their team and come out stronger. They, as a bowling unit, they look pretty good, I have to say.
The thing is, the margins of error are so slim. A few adjustments, they could easily be winning this game. Just a few adjustments.
Yes.
And the difference between Chargers having 3 or 4 wins as opposed to having 1 or 2 wins, it's just a few adjustments and a few key changes, and they should be good. And they have the players. Like, for example, if they take a couple of those catches, this game's a different game.
Exactly. So, but like always, it's easy to say from here, from our commentary box.
Very much so. Yeah, when you're actually
while we were out there,
it's very different.
But yeah, like something, I think as a team, they'll be working on, hopefully.
Oh, that was a quick delivery. the keeper gets across quickly.
I think they do tend to have quite a few young players. They're not very like age like me and you, obviously, Jad.
I'm at
We're in
that-
our 40s, but
I'm at that
even though
age.
we still, I think, pretty active for our age.
Yeah. At my age, they only let you play when nobody else is available.
I'm still diving around in the field.
Sometimes if I dive, then I don't know if I'm going to get up.
You're not gonna get back. Okay.
So recently I've avoided diving.
Yeah, I was playing I think it was an over 40 match, and I took a catch. It was a diving thing. It was actually I was outside the boundary, but I ended up catching it, and they were questioning. They wanted to ask me for my ID.
ID, yes, check his ID.
To make sure I was actually over 40.
Yeah, we don't believe he's a master.
Straight on the foot, but umpire says not out.
A few of these evenings that I've come out here, I've really enjoyed the atmosphere. There's been a festive atmosphere. I believe it's going to be like that next week as well. So if you're in the area or you're available, come on out to Turner Fenton Secondary School Cricket Stadium.
Yes, I believe there's another big match coming up with one of the star players of the league, Soilton Weir.
The international superstar.
Yeah, he will be, I think it's August the 12th. I believe that is.
Like I've said, there's not many players who've won PSL, IPL, and a World Cup.
Yes. Oh, yes, he was in the T20. And still doing very well. Yeah, we have quite a few players, not just by him, but a lot of the Canadian players are in
National
there too.
players, yeah.
Saad bin Zafar, I believe.
Yes, yeah.
I think Aaron Johnson is making an appearance.
Right.
As well as Harsh Thakur.
So
to name a few.
A lot of superstars.
And that will be a match between Canadian Kings versus FCA.
One of the marquee nights that I really enjoyed doing the broadcast here was Sohaib Maqsood versus Suhail Tanveer. That was a lot of fun watching that game.
Yeah, I think that was one of the opening games of the season.
It was. The only problem was it was cold. By the way, for the end of the season, I've already got my heated seat ready and my heater.
Portable heater.
Yeah, portable heater. People are gonna say, how'd you get that idea? I'll say from my youth in Pakistan, where you had the gas heater next to your feet,
Yes.
and you're watching Urdu drama while you're eating Mumpali nuts.
So the portable heater we got.
Yeah, I've got it set up so that here in the commentary box we're not going to be freezing. Because I don't think the season ends in September. I think the playoffs go into October, I think.
Really? I think it's end of September. I don't think any
I know that
cricket should be played in October.
Only friendlies.
Yes.
Yeah, if the weather's okay.
Yes, but I think
So
I remember a few years. I think it was last year, the year before too. Another league that will be playing, BDCL. They wanted to do the playoffs in mid-October. Because you remember, I'm born in October,
Right.
7th. I remember playing a game on my birthday, which was very rare. And then the playoffs were another couple of weeks later, and they were called off because of
The cold.
bad weather.
Yes.
It was extremely, suddenly dropped down to minus 15 or something. So I think
in Canada you never really know. I've even seen games play all the way into November.
I think scheduling needs to. I think here at BSL we have it more organized, but I think season should be like end of April, like anywhere, and until end of September, just like the UK.
Even end of April is
And
end of April can be really cold.
it can be cold and
Early
rainy,
May,
right?
yeah.
And that's the challenge at the beginning of the season. I think same thing. England faces that. I think it's not till mid-June or end of July there that really it gets warm. Some places people still find it doesn't get warm enough. But that's the cricket season. I would say end of April, beginning of May, and play till end of September. So, of course, we've had times where, with all this climate change, that there's been years where October's been nice and warm. But on the other hand, we've had years where in May we've had snow. So anything is possible in Canada when it comes to weather.
We had an international T20 tournament in Canada, and it was mostly held in October back in 2008.
Nice shot played over, back to square left, fielder chasing down and unable to chase that ball in the end, and 4 runs. So at the end of the 19th over, and Chargers are 118 for 8, and 1 more over left, 46 runs needed, which basically seems quite impossible.
Are you going to call it a night after this?
We still do have another game after this, so where you guys are watching, there is another game coming up. Another team, Riverbanks. I believe this is supposed to be quite a good match. Yes, it's Riverbanks versus Belleville, the league, the division leader. So
the night shift guys from Belleville.
Yes, so talking about them. They'll be here in blue, and we do see them. And another catch, another wicket falls down. The last over for Chargers. Have they called the game? It was 9 wickets. Are they walking off, or the 11 batsman is coming in? I don't think that's necessary.
You were right. There's 1 more wicket.
I don't think it's necessary to forfeit like that, but play till the end, even though if it's 1 ball. How many times have you gone in there when there's only 1 ball face left and you have to face?
You know, the junior cricketer, it happened a few times. So
what about your senior days?
Not when I played with the seniors.
Yeah.
So they would send me in the last one because I wanted to play with the big guys.
Yeah.
And the ball was so much faster, so much quicker. It was like I was blind playing those guys. So 1 ball was good enough.
1 ball was good enough. I used to tell my seniors to send me in early. I said I want to go play bat all the 40 overs. I started playing with the adults until when I was at 14. So
I had a hard time seeing the ball because some of the guys were pretty quick.
Mm-hmm.
And if you remember the 80s, this is the time when fast bowling became very popular in Pakistan. So that's where I was playing.
Oh, you were playing Pakistan.
And it was neighborhood. It was a few steps above Gali Mohalla cricket.
Yes.
But it was very competitive. And the only way I felt like I could learn this was to play with the older guys.
No, for sure. Yeah, I think myself too. In juniors, I was more of a bowler. I was a bowler in my age, but even for the adults, they used to select me for my fielding because I was very young, diving around. But it's not till late that I was playing against an opposition team. We had ex-West Indian captain Richardson, and I came in number 11, and they said, "Why were you batting number 11?" So from that time, I changed my team, and then I remember opening the batting with him at times at the age of 50, and almost. I think my mistake was I was a bit bad at running between the wickets in the beginning, which I later improved.
There's actually some
4
good,
runs.
that's a nice shot towards the tail end of the innings.
Yeah, just one delivery left now. So
It's actually been a pretty good game. If they had a better start, I think that this difference of the run rate wouldn't have been as bad. They needed to have much better overs at the start, but they lost a lot of early wickets.
yeah, there were four wickets down in the power before the power play even ended.
And so
They
that's
got the
where
5 over, so that was the game.
that was the game, right? They've been able to amass almost 130.
Yeah, so in the end, it's the last delivery. It's still running.
I think they're just having a bit of fun.
If they manage to make the 130.
So there's your wicket-keeper friend trying to have a bit of fun there. Well, that's the game now. So
3 runs, so
it's been a pleasure. If you stick around, we'll enjoy the next game. Otherwise, have a good night, and hope to see you guys next week.
thanks for joining again, Sajak. See you soon.